Hi, this is John from Outcast Watersports. Today we're going to go over the Key West 188 Bay Reef. This boat is 18 feet 8 inches bow to stern. It's 7'4" beam, carries 40 gallons of fuel, and trailer boat 115 4-stroke Yamaha full of fuel. The boat still weighs under 3,000 pounds, so it's going to be really light, really maneuverable as far as moving with a smaller vehicle. So that's not going to cause you to go buy another vehicle to take this boat home. This boat is, like all Key West, it's foam filled, so it's more of a solid sound. When you're on the water, when you're hitting waves and stuff, you don't get that echoing like you're hitting a little, like a kettle drum. It's a solid sound, so it just makes it feel like a bigger boat when you're riding in it, just because simply you don't hear all the noise and creaking and cracking you do on a normal boat. Boat around back. We have trim tabs on it. So these are electric Bennett trim tabs. They're made by Yamaha Marine. A 115 4-stroke Yamaha. This has a little bit of a bump out in it. And what that is for is it creates leverage. Just basically like if you were to put a pipe on a wrench to turn something, it's just a little bit of bump out. And also use the theory of well effect. For every 2 inches back, water rises as it releases from the bottom of the boat at 1 inch. So it gives us a little bit where we can put the engine up a little bit, gives us a little cleaner water going into the prop, and gets us to where we can run a little bit more shallow, because this is about 4 inches. We can now mount the engine up at a couple inches, so without a jack plate you still can run shallow because it is a bay boat. Also, we're running on a flat pad back here, a bass boat pad, and it comes up to wide strake, so you can run in this area really stable. So the boat will, when it gets up on plane and you get it trimmed out, it will run really shallow. Put the tabs down a little bit and it'll fly this boat. You can run through 10 inches of water. It really floats in about 12, so if you are running that shallow, of course, don't stop because it won't go good for you. But basically, it will run across sandbars and stuff like that that we need here in the Tampa Bay area to fish the South Shore area. The boat comes with hydraulic steering also. So you have hydraulic steering on it. You have a swim platform in back with a ladder. This is a little bit more narrow, and the reason we do that is because we can put 2 power poles on it. We can put one on the port and starboard side for you. That's a very popular option. A lot of people that fish the shallows want just to be able to put down power poles and make it a lot easier on themselves. Let's go inside and take a look at the features inside. Okay, starting in the bow, you have an anchor locker here that locks in the anchor and the rope and chain down below it, so it's separate and it's not getting your other stuff in storage wet. You also have your plug for your trolling motor that's wired back underneath the console, so you just have to put batteries and a trolling motor on. You also have your pad for your casting seat. So you have a casting seat on it. You have huge storage here. Also, you have a place for a 5-gallon bucket, so you can put your net in the bucket and keep all your dry stuff around and keep your net and your bucket separate. So that makes it, all that storage dry also. For an 18-foot boat, this has a ton of live wells. It has one up front. It has a live well here. This is 14 usable gallons, and it does come from the outside into the boat, redistributes back to the outside. So it is a recirculate, so it is a refreshing live well. You have storage here in the console. Back on the console, you have a leaning post here. Underneath, you have the storage. And this is cool because you have actually the batteries drop down here, and then you have a false floor that goes across, so you can store everything here, and your batteries are down out of the way, and you can put all 4 batteries. You can put 2 trolling motors, you can put 2 starting batteries underneath the false floor, and then this is all storage. your footrest here for your lean post. There's storage here. And then there's storage here for your cell phones and whatnot. You have a compass. You have a 9-inch Simrad GPS, which is a color Simrad, touchscreen, so and a sounder for your fish. And this has a 3-in-1 transducer, so you get side view and down view. You have your speedometer. You have your tachometer. This is your fuel gauge. Clarion 4-speaker stereo. We put the stereos in because, again, this is a foam-filled boat and you can't do it afterward. It's too hard to run this stuff into the sides of the boat. You can do it just in the console, but it's better to have it in the sides of the boat. Here's all your rocker switches here. This is your trim tab control that has LED lights to tell you where the tabs are. Your Yamaha key switch, your Yamaha binnacle, and a USB port. This is a Bluetooth stereo, but it also has a USB port, auxiliary port. You have your leaning post with 4 rocket launchers. You have another live well here, which is much larger. This one is 26 usable gallons. It again picks up the water from outside and distributes it back, so you don't have to worry about your water getting old and your bait dying. You have a rigging box over here. So if you were to put power poles on or anything like that, we'd put the pumps in here. And also you can use it for storage if you don't put anything else in here. This is a freshwater washdown pump. So this does have, raw water washdown pump. So this does have raw water pickup. And it comes to this spigot here. So you have a hose and you can wash the deck off. If you're netting and get a lot of the grass and stuff on, you can wash it off. Cool thing about this boat is it is self-bailing. If you get a lot of water inside by taking a wave or just getting a lot of trash in as far as netting and stuff and rinse it down, it goes right back to these drains, and it is guttered back to the drains. So it goes back to drains, it goes directly out. It does not go into the bilge. So it makes it very safe, gets it dry really quickly, so that's nice. Along both sides, you have rod holders that you could put easily a 10, 12-foot rod in. And it's a lot of space for rods. Even you can put the tips back in here to protect. So yeah, that's a really nice feature. Also, you can tell it leans against, so you can put your toes up here and you can still stand up and fight a fish. You're not leaning way out. You can stand up and fight a fish because you got a tow rail. Really, really nice for these boats. For the boat this size, it fishes really, really big. Another cool feature that they've done is here's a little storage box. But the cool thing about this is it comes out and gives you access to the bilge pumps, to both of these are live well pumps. They pick up from the bottom as you're running, so you're always gonna have water in there. They are separate, which is really nice. And it just gives you access to everything, the electrical and everything. So it just makes for a really easy maintenance, really easy rigging if you're a do-it-yourself guy. So, and this folds down and makes a big deck also. So that's really nice also. So easily rides 5-6 people. It fishes 2 on the front deck, 1 on the back deck. In the flats, fishes really well. Low sides, big live wells. Just a fantastic setup by Key West. And that's the 188 Key West Bay Reef. If you'd like to see one in person, come on by our Tampa or Lakeland store. If you'd like to check us out online, we're outcastwatersports.com. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
It's so funny.